In 18th century India, a woman's path was strictly predetermined. Formal education was routinely denied, and if her husband died, she faced an immense expectation to perform sati, stepping directly onto his funeral pyre. But in 1725, a village headman in Chaundi broke those rules. Mankoji Shinde decided to quietly teach his young daughter, Ahilyabai, how to read and write. Her sharp mind and daily charitable work eventually caught the attention of the Maratha commander, Malharrao Holkar. Impressed by her intellect, he arranged her marriage to his son, Khandarao. That quiet, illicit education gave a village girl the precise analytical tools she would later need to navigate the lethal politics of a royal court. Then, in 1754, disaster struck. Her husband was killed in combat during the Battle of Kumher. Overcome with grief, the 29-year-old widow prepared to follow tradition. She made the decision to step into the flames and burn. If she took that step, the Maratha Empire would lose an incredibly rare asset, a literate woman who had spent years at her father-in-law's side, learning the inner workings of the state. Her husband's death left a massive power vacuum in the state of Indore. How she responded in the next few hours would decide whether she vanished from history or forged a golden era. But her father-in-law, Malharrao, physically stopped her. He pleaded with her to step back from the pyre and use her life to protect the kingdom instead. She agreed. Under Malharrao's rigorous mentorship, she dove headfirst into statecraft, mastering military strategy, restructuring the taxation and civil administration. 12 years later, Malharrao passed away as well. With both her husband and mentor gone, Ahilyabai assumed absolute, singular responsibility for the state of Indore. Look at this map of India from 1760. The Maratha Confederacy was a vast, volatile network stretching across the subcontinent. Deep inside was her domain. By consolidating her absolute power within this central region, she created a vital anchor of stability amidst regional chaos. By entirely rejecting a fatal social expectation, she weaponized her immense grief, converting it into pragmatic, unshakable authority over the state. Instead of ruling from the shadows of her palace, she broke royal isolation. She held open court every single day, allowing any citizen to walk right up and present their grievances directly to her. Her rulings were ruthlessly impartial. She actively stripped power from corrupt aristocrats who tried to exploit local farmers and merchants. She poured the state's treasury into a massive domestic infrastructure campaign, commissioning a network of trade roads, building deep water wells, and large retention ponds. That infrastructure paid massive dividends. Reliable water-stabilized agricultural yields and safe roads caused local trade to skyrocket. The physical proof of that economic boom still stands today. The towering facade of the Rajwada Palace illustrates exactly how wealthy her administration became. Her remarkable reign remained secure for several decades because it relied on a measurable system of civic service and economic expansion, rather than royal entitlement. Ahilyabai's vision eventually expanded well beyond civil engineering in her own territory. She recognized that the subcontinent's ancient cultural heritage needed active protection. She began directing her state's wealth outward, financing the reconstruction of major religious sites hundreds of miles away, most notably resurrecting the massive Kashi Vishwanath Temple in Varanasi. She also supported the people traveling to them. Along these ancient riverfronts and pilgrimage routes, she funded a vast network of dharamshalas, free rest houses, and guaranteed food supplies for weary travelers. This relentless cultural patronage transformed her reputation. She elevated herself from a regional administrator to a unifying protector of India's shared history. By ensuring her impartial courts protected every subject regardless of their faith, Ahilyabai fostered rare social harmony. This consistent, protective approach earned her a title that outlasted her reign, the Compassionate Mother. She died on August 13, 1795. After 30 years of rule, she had demonstrated that a kingdom's longevity depended on the prosperity of its farmers and the reach of its justice. Today, golden statues of Ahilyabai stand as testaments to a legacy that borders on the divine. It is a staggering legacy for a woman who, 41 years earlier, was expected to quietly burn to ashes. Ahilia Bai Holker proves that true power comes from the conscious choice to take profound personal devastation and convert it into unyielding public service.